Hey, homie. Check out the goodies below. It's the m.A.dGenius. What's up? I wanted to do this video, man, yesterday at March the 31st. When I first found out that Nipsey Hussle was shot 6 times before they even pronounced him dead. You know what I'm saying? The brother had made a post, I would say at 2:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, saying that having haters is a strong blessing. At 3:20 p.m., he was shot in front of his store at Marathon, shot 6 times. 2 other people was wounded as well. But however, there's something going on, man, that I think a lot of people is missing. I'm gonna get to that, man, but I want to bring something to your attention before I get to that, all right? Peep this right here. Right now, man, we're living in a time where a music artist could be just as big as Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, all the artists that grew up in the 90s and prior to that, you know what I'm saying? Kumar D, you know what I mean, etc. We living in them times, you know what I'm saying? And since they know that people could become very, very popular, man, without their assistance, they find some type of way to knock you off because they don't want the message to be conveyed to the people in the world that you could become a major artist without a record deal. They don't want that, you know what I'm saying, noticeable to people. We got, the kid Tekashi 6ix9ine. Use him as a recent example. Before he was even signed, I don't even think he ever was signed. But since I don't know for sure, I'm going to say before he was signed. Dude had like nearly 500 million views on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? Without a record label. By the time they caught him, he had already stacked his first mill, 1.7 mil. That's, you know what I'm saying? Come on. We look at Nipsey Hussle, self-made millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Independent artist. You feel what I'm saying? Look at XX. That young brother. He got killed. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of rappers is getting killed and doing time. No, it's not nothing new that rappers getting killed and doing time, but I'm going to tell you, man, I never heard about rappers getting killed and doing a whole bunch of time before as I do now. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is, man, when you become too independent and you're not fucking with them, you're becoming too wealthy and too influential, and they start seeing that you putting consciousness in your music, you know what I'm saying? Or you doing conscious acts, they're gonna try to pop you. Now you look at Big Glow, Chief Keef's cousin. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here, man, right when he got his deal with Interscope, And they got a nice deal with Interscope, something that a lot of rappers don't get. He was able to make basically 50% off of all his record sales. You feel what I'm saying? Only a week after that, the man get murdered. So there's another trend that's coming on. Not only that, if you can make it real big, become a millionaire, can reach millions of people without being signed to the label. If you have a lot of clout, win them. And you ain't necessarily breaking the oath, then that give them another reason on why they want to pop you. Look at Chinks. You know what I'm saying? The rapper from New York. He got popped. We got YBN Melly. You know what I'm saying? So, you got this MK Ultra mind control shit. Dude, YBN Melly killed both of his friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, who in their right mind would do that? You know what I'm saying? That right there, you know what I'm saying, itself, man, sound like some fucking MK fucking Ultra type shit. You feel me? Because who in their fucking right mind, you know what I'm saying, would kill both of their friends, you know what I'm saying, and put them in the back of a trunk. You know what I mean? That same shit could have also happened to the rapper from New Limit back in the day named Big Lurch, who killed his girlfriend, and after he killed her, they caught him ripping open, he ripped open her chest and started eating her fucking heart. Now there's another thing that's going on. I hope you guys read in between the line on who really popping these rappers. Like these rappers who getting incarcerated, who's fucking dying. This is all a conspiracy that's done against them. Cause a lot of people don't know, homie, the fucking music industry, homie, it's a mafia, dog. You know what I'm saying? When you get in, when you start fucking with these big record labels, you start fucking, you know what I'm saying, with these major distribution companies, you fucking with Jewish mafiosos, homie. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is professional cat pillars. When they pop you, nobody ain't gonna know. Then ain't gonna be no evidence to catch them. Want no evidence for the one who popped Biggie, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? We say that we don't know who killed Pac, straight to this day. And we hear a lot of stories, we hear a lot of theories, because you got to know that these motherfuckers is masters of deception. You know what I'm saying? Like they create rumors, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these documentaries that we hear about them on YouTube is created by them. Documentaries such as Is Tupac Still Alive? You know what I'm saying? Who really killed them? You know what I'm saying? And all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because Tupac was going to bring the West and the East together. Big political movement. You know what I'm saying? Something that they definitely don't want. They don't want no type of unity between Nubian people to come alive. Nipsey Hussle did an interview about Dr. Sebi, and then was talking about doing a documentary about Dr. Sebi. If y'all don't know who Dr. Sebi is a brother from Honduras, dark melanated brother, African descent, who had the cure for every damn disease known to mankind: AIDS, high blood pressure, diabetes, you know what I'm saying, osteoporosis, you know what I'm saying, you name it, that brother had a cure for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you start kicking that type of consciousness, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And they come to you and they tell you like, yo, you need to stop kicking that info. Or they made an oath with you and you broke that shit. They're gonna cat pill you, homie. They're gonna split your wig, B. And I don't think a lot of people really seeing this shit, homie. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, really catching on to this shit. This stuff that I've been knew, homie, that's why I never, you know what I'm saying, put any effort to get signed by any major record label, not even any record label. You know what I mean? Still to this day, man, I have ARs, you know what I'm saying, record companies, man, emailing me down there daily, man. I get at least every week, man, you know what I'm saying? I got emails, you know what I'm saying, that come down to Atlantic Records, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, the multiple A&Rs, you know what I'm saying, they call me, you know what I mean, they email me and stuff like that, man, and I ignore them, B. You know what I'm saying? I don't call them back or none of that shit because I know what I could get myself into fucking with them, B. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at that video with that dude, Lil Xan, you know what I'm saying, scratching up his car, saying that all this material shit don't mean nothing. And I might send, I'm gonna go ahead and send a couple of links, you know what I'm saying, in that box, man, so y'all can follow up on what I'm saying, man, and really get some in-depth information, because, you know, I back up what the fuck I say. But basically, what he was saying, homie, he was basically saying that, you know, these motherfuckers, they control everything. They control whether you get a license or not. They control whether you leave the state or not. You know what I'm saying? They control, you know what I'm saying, it's like you being on probation, fucking with a record label, homie, like you being on probation. They give you a whole bunch of money, homie, but they controlling your fucking life, dog. And if they can't get close enough to hit you with that MK Ultra, homie, they gonna pop you. Now we look at Bill Cosby, who could have died a legend. We look at Michael Jackson, who could have died a legend. We look at R. Kelly, who could have died a legend, right? But they don't want anybody of Nubian descent to die no fucking legend. So at the end of your career, when you either retired or getting close to retirement, they're gonna trump up some fucking charges against your ass, homie. You know what I mean? They tried R. Kelly, pedophile. Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, fucking pedophile. You know, Bill Cosby, they were basically trying to say he a pedophile because he an old man, he fucking with young ass women. But you see the drift. You know what I mean? The thing that they said about Dr. York. This is a fucking pattern. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, come on, B. Y'all niggas can't be blind to this shit. What is they doing? They don't want no Nubian person, homie, awakening any Nubian person at once. They don't want us to have wealth and power along with that wealth. But they see that you're trying to attain power along with your wealth. You know what I'm saying? And they see that, you know, people admired your legacy and they talking good amongst you. They're going to try to either kill you, incarcerate you, or character assassinate you. Either or. It's just Hollywood. You know what I mean? I know a lot of you motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, out there are trying to get into this Hollywood shit, B. But it ain't what it's fucking hyped up to be. It ain't what you motherfuckers think it is. Even y'all little homies who's trying to be sports player. I'm gonna go ahead and send a link down there, homie, to let you know, you know what I'm saying, like some mind-blowing information, homie, about what's going on in the fucking sports industry, homie. Sports and entertainment industry. It will blow your fucking mind, B. Blow your fucking mind, B. Real talk, homie. This stuff ain't what the fuck is trumped up to be, dog. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. But basically, the Nipsey Hussle effect, homie, is when they start to see you, becoming too successful and too independent they're gonna try to find a way to eliminate you, or they see you becoming too influential. Now with 6ix9ine, he was too influential. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the kid, he has subliminal messages behind what he was doing. If you listen to his interviews about him breaking down the whole 6ix9ine concept, you will see that this kid was really wise, homie, when it came to occult science. Like, this little homie knew about the occult science. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knew about the symbolism of Pisces. He knew about the 6 and the 9. And for some who don't know about the science of the 6 and the 9, you know what I'm saying? You got 60 etheric being and you got the 90 etheric being. You know what I'm saying? They said this 60 etheric being is basically a master of the earth. Can only become a master of the earth, but a 90 etheric being could become beyond that. They become a master of the heavens. You know what I mean? 60 etheric beings have fur type hair. You know what I mean? Like white people hair. 90 etheric beings have curly, kinky type hair. You know what I mean? That's actually shaped like a 9. And this kinky hair is really like an antenna, you know what I'm saying, that attracts sound waves and different frequencies from other constellations. And this is the reason why, you know what I'm saying, you have Nubian people such as George Washington Carver, you know what I'm saying, who invented, you know what I'm saying, products after products after products after products. You know what I'm saying? It was just so much shit coming to him, you know what I mean? It was mind blowing. George Carver Washington, you know what I'm saying, the black man from Iowa, he invented over 1,000 inventions, bro. Dude was a genius, man. Alright, you look at a person, you know what I'm saying, like you just look at black people, like we naturally musical, we rhythmatic, you know what I'm saying, because we could catch on sound waves and patterns and vibrational rhythmatic frequencies that many other beings ain't able to attract. So basically, the 6ix9ine is like a resurrection from becoming a man into a god, or the resurrection being from becoming a lower being into a higher being, from coming into the underworld into the higher world. You feel what I'm saying? So 6ix9ine had an interview, you know what I'm saying, where he was talking about the concept, you know what I'm saying, of the 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, about how everything appears to be an illusion when really, you know what I'm saying, it's a delusion, you know what I'm saying, etc., etc. But I'm not going to get too deep into that shit. Then you have XxTentacion, you know what I'm saying, and it's another young brother, man, very young, like, you know, 20 years old, that had deep knowledge of the occult world. You know what I'm saying? That just means occult world just means the hidden world, you know what I'm saying, hidden knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to some of his interview, you feel what I'm saying, you will see that brother, homie, he was highly intelligent for his age, homie. You know what I'm saying? He had like the fucking mind of a 40-year-old. You know what I mean? He was on a different plane of consciousness. You know, and you can even hear it in his music. His music talent even proved that he had the music talent that he possessed, because he was just beyond rapper. I believe the brother played instruments as well. The average fucking 20-year-old don't have that type of talent that young brother had, man. And he also had an interview, you know what I'm saying, about Drake trying to use him as a sacrifice. He wasn't supposed to speak about shit like that. He broke the oath. You know what I'm saying? Just like when fucking Tupac start talking about Quincy Jones being the faggot. You know what I'm saying? How Quincy Jones want Tupac to fuck him in the ass, and how fucking Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, instead of fucking making music, he in the studio, not knowing if whether he want to suck some dick or eat some pussy. You know what I mean? The brother was saying shit that he wasn't supposed to say. Nipsey Hussle did an interview with the Breakfast Club, you know what I mean, talking about motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Sebi. And you're not supposed to shed light like that. Because Dr. Sebi was also assassinated because he was giving information that they don't want motherfuckers to know. So they want us to forget about Dr. Sebi. Now while they assassinate him, now you got Nipsey Hussle, somebody who's very influential, you know what I'm saying, shedding light to this shit. You know what I mean? Basically bringing the man legacy alive in which they trying to suppress. You feel what I'm saying? When Nipsey Hussle is an independent artist. And just because you signed by a record company or you have a distribution deal with a record company doesn't mean that you're not independent. There's a lot of independent artists, you know what I'm saying, who have deals with record companies. You having a record deal is very broad, which means that having a record deal it comes under many different forms. Like you can have just a distribution deal with a record company, or you can have a deal with a record company, you know what I'm saying, to produce a certain amount of albums. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody record deal is not the same. If you listen to the term record deal, everybody don't get the same record deals. You know what I mean? Some person may have a deal with a record, but it's not a distribution deal. They probably just under contract to produce a whole bunch of music that they don't own the copyrights or the master to, that the actual record company own the copyright and master to. And the company also had distribution rights to your music as well. And then under that deal, you know what I'm saying, you only get paid a very small percentage of the CDs that you sell. And not only that you receive that, but you also gotta pay them back for a studio expense. You know what I'm saying? Room and board. You know what I mean? And shit like that. And they give you money in advance, which means that it's more like a loan, and you got to pay that shit back. Artists under them type of deals don't have much freedom. And then they also, the record company control what they say. And then you also got other fucking artists, man, you know what I'm saying, who don't have any of them type of deal. They just have a distribution deal, you know what I'm saying, with the record company. And that deal could be like the artist could receive 50%. You know what I mean? Or sometimes fucking 70%. Some motherfuckers even went as far as making 90% off their merchandise and their CDs selling, and a record company only get 10%. You feel what I'm saying? So, if you just have a distribution deal with a record company, you have a sense of independence. You know what I mean? They can't necessarily control too much about what you say. You know what I'm saying? They can't really control, you know what I'm saying, your music, because, you know, you had the copyright, you had the master. You feel what I'm saying? And things like that. So you more in control. And some brother, they so wise, man, that, you know, the record label can't fuck you. You can only fuck a fool. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck a wise man like you fuck a fool. You feel what I'm saying? So we look at our brother Nipsey, who was able to open up his clothing store, you know what I'm saying, the Marathon, you know what I mean? Brother making major moves. And the elites looking like, yo, not only that this motherfucker is conscious, but he very successful. They don't really care much about you being conscious if you're not saying nothing, but you conscious, you start saying shit, then they want that ass. Like Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Prodigy. He came out of the penitentiary. He start trying to produce conscious music. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be, you know what I'm saying? He came with some conscious shit. And that brother got assassinated. You feel what I'm saying? So, this is what I refer to as the Nipsey Hussle effect. You know what I mean? I hope you guys understand that message, man, that I'm trying to kick to you guys, homie. And I hope you guys really understand this pattern that is taking place amongst the rappers, homie. You feel what I'm saying? Because before, we could say 10, 15 years ago, if you didn't do what the music elite wanted you to do, they would just blackball you, ignore you. That was it. And they have so much control over the music industry, they blackball you and ignored you. You couldn't really make no money. You feel what I'm saying? You couldn't really make no money. Or you didn't have music streaming, you know what I'm saying, like you have today, where you could just put your music on YouTube and get paid. Or put your music on SoundCloud and get paid. A lot of y'all niggas don't even know you could get paid from your music being on SoundCloud. I mean, they didn't know about, rappers didn't know about this shit. I mean, rappers didn't have them opportunities at that time. But now rappers had these opportunities to make millions of dollars, homie. You know what I'm saying? 6 figures without a record company. So, if you don't abide by their oath, you don't abide by their rules, then they're gonna fucking knock you the fuck off. That's why you have, and that's why, unfortunately, you may continue to hear and witness rappers getting assassinated. You know what I'm saying? Getting incarcerated. And you also are going to continue to hear about black figures and legends getting character assassinated once they reach a retirement or the end of their career. You know what I mean? So this type of shit that I'm explaining, I'm just gonna call it the Nipsey Hussle effect. You feel what I'm saying? It's a new little term that I'm gonna coin, even though this type of shit been happening before. You know what I'm saying? The death of Nipsey Hussle, but you know, I'm gonna call it the Nipsey Hussle effect. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I didn't really speak about this shit until now, homie. It's just like, damn, homie. You know what I'm saying? Even before they assassinated the homie, you know what I'm saying? I was noticing these patterns. And I was pondering like, yo, why all these, you know what I'm saying, rap heads getting popped off? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really good right now? You feel what I'm saying? So anyways, man, you know what I mean? Check out them goodies below. You feel me? And I'm gonna give y'all some leads so y'all could go ahead and do your own little research, you know what I mean, into what the fuck I'm saying. You know, I know niggas don't like reading, so I'm gonna put some videos down there, you feel me? I may put some fucking articles under there and shit. But you know, just hit me up. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers know how to hit me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to hit me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just go ahead and comment and shit. You know what I mean? I want to hear other people's thoughts. You know what I mean? So I'm really tripping. You feel me? Is y'all seeing the same shit I'm seeing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all noticing the same patterns that I'm noticing as well? You know, but anyway, man. M.A. to the motherfucking D. It's your boy, the m.A.dGenius, homie, at your motherfucking grill. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you about that Nipsey Hussle effect. And I'm out of this motherfucker. And yeah, before I go, let me go ahead and make something clear. If you don't subscribe, you a bitch.